Compare, let's say, if we have two choices, fixed deposit and Singapore saving bonds. Okay, which one, let's say we can only choose one, which one will you prefer?
That depend on how quick you want the money. If something really happened to you, okay, or to your family. Because for fixed deposit, you want the money, you just go to bank, tell them you want to cash out the money. Immediately you can cash out the money.
Okay.
Okay, of course you don't earn the interest lah. But Singapore savings bond, you want to cash out the money, it's also possible, but that is a withdrawal time. Okay, it's a longer withdrawal time. So which why, although the interest is higher than fixed deposit for longer term, if it's 1 year, of course, sometimes Singapore you put first year, I think will be equal, almost on par, equal to slightly higher than fixed deposit lah. So you put maybe 3 years, 4 years later, then you want to withdraw. Of course, that is this issue. So it boils down to you need to properly manage your money. Some you cannot throw everything into one place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, if let's say because I realized a lot of people has been always asking about this Singapore savings bond and whether they should invest or not and save or not, things like that. Okay, so basically I realize it's definitely safe because it's guaranteed by the government and interest is also higher than you never invest. Okay, if you keep in a
savings account, earn 0.05%.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's say we want to like withdraw this fixed deposit. Okay, a lot of people they don't know actually when they withdraw fixed deposit the interest is, let's say they withdraw before the due maturity date.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically the interest becomes zero. They pay you back whatever you invest. Okay, but Singapore saving bond, is it like that?
No, Singapore saving bond, let's say you put a Singapore savings bond, put it in, maybe 6 months later you decided, or 3 months later you decided to withdraw, you still get back some interest on a prorated basis. So actually you still gain something by withdrawing earlier in that aspect. And Singapore saving bond, the interest is a step up interest. Okay, so when people ask me what money should we put, I will tell that it's just based on the amount of money. Of course, the emergency sum you should not be put in something that you want the money, it take a while to take out lah. Okay, then all this money that you can wait, maybe you can say I don't need this money ready. If really I need, I can wait for 1 month, okay, or slightly more, or maybe 2 weeks to 1 month. Then I will say that put this money into something of the same risk, but give you higher returns. So, for example, if your money in a savings account, you put in a fixed D, you see the risk is the same. Actually, practically also no risk, but you got higher return. Your money in a savings account, you put in Singapore savings bond, you got higher return also, but also no risk. Okay. So that's how we enhance our client return by shifting their portfolio, their fund from a low return to a higher return with the same risk.
So let's say we want to have better returns.
Okay.
So what should, let's say, beginners usually they do?
Okay, if you want to have a better return, then I'll say that first it still boils out to risk management and also on allocation aside. Okay, so for a beginner, you may want to start small.
Okay.
Start small, bit by bit, starting small. Like you can start on a regular savings program on investment. Every month, maybe $100 to buy a unit trust, or $100 go into a share builder program to buy a shares. So you start very small because it's a small amount. You see, you are okay with that. Even there's a big market swing, I think it will not affect you much. You still can sleep very well. Okay. However, if it's straight beginner, you straight start something that you don't put amount that you cannot afford to lose.
Okay, but a lot of beginners they don't even know what to buy.
Okay.
So how can they actually I want to invest, but I want to buy something. Okay, but how can they reach out to us to attend which seminar they should attend, or what can they do? Okay,
we actually conduct quite a fair bit of seminars for beginners. Like we got how to start investing seminar. It's really for beginners.
What is the content? Why is it important for these beginners to come for this seminar? Will waste their time?
Actually, for them, we will teach you, we'll share with you what are the various asset class you can invest in and how can you start off slowly. by not taking excessive risk in the aspect. So the seminar will teach you how you can build a multi-asset portfolio on a slowly basis, and you need to understand the compound interest
Okay.
things.
Okay. So basically, I realize a lot of these investors, it take them many years to get started. So they probably first thing they invest is fixed deposit, and they spend their first 5 years with fixed deposit, Singapore savings bonds. Of course, it's not a bad thing if you're accumulating
Yes, you're accumulating your wealth.
Your wealth lah. But after that, right, when they realize there's so many other different things to invest, they kind of like, wow, yeah, I should have known all this earlier. Correct.
Yeah.
So basically, if you would like to tell them, like all these beginners, how should they actually allocate their funds, or should they accumulate the money first, then learn, or while they learning also same time accumulating, how, or some balance the portfolio, which is better?
Okay, I have seen a group of investors, okay, that they don't know about investing, then they go around to attend courses.
Okay.
To make sure that they know something, then they start investing. But in the end, a lot of them, after spend a few thousand, attend many courses, in the end also never take actions.
Okay.
Okay, so my advice to new investor is, you need to take the first step, start first. And we always say that when you go to job, right, when you go to job, you also got no experience, you also learn along the way, right? So the best way to learn is you put your money in, then you really learn, and from there you know what you don't know, then you go and read up more and understand more, rather than you go and attend to a course that you don't know anything. Then to you, the benefit to you will be lesser compared if you already know something, then you go and attend, it will be more beneficiary to you.
Yeah, so of course we should get a hands on, how to key orders, how to buy, how to sell.
You need to get your hand dirty to kickstart something, then you will pay attention, because if your money is in the market, you definitely will pay attention to it. If you are not investing, I don't think you're able to appreciate that aspect.
It's just like for me, previously I went through degree courses, things like that. Everything is just theory. Okay, so it doesn't really become an experience. But when you really go into the market, you put your money in, that is the kind of experience that you get. How you feel.
Yes.
Yeah, the experience. And so when next time when market have a big drop or anything, you will fear less. Okay, and you will see more opportunities as you get more experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
And always start small, and start with something on we call a low risk or a manageable risk portfolio first, so that you are able to appreciate and learn along the way. Because everyone need to have some experience before they can become so-called more sophisticated or more experienced investor.